A launch list of failure.
Really got lost.
That nigga was basically the first Antichrist. That nigga was the first Antichrist, dog. Really.
India.
This is America? This is America. Fuck.
I don't understand how we still got his day, not even his day off, but why do we acknowledge it?
Because niggas want the day off, exactly. They don't want to fight that. Niggas want the day off. But I'm willing to give that fucking day off to get rid of that fucking holiday.
Yeah.
Fuck Christopher Columbus.
That should be the Purge Day. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, real shit. Dog.
That's everything he taught,
Right,
bro.
everything he
believed
taught,
in.
Rape, pillage, murder. Damn, dog. She was flying off the top, too, dog. Damn. It's all factual, dog. Dog.
How niggas be battle rapping, niggas like, what else? What else, son? Keep spitting that shit.
I'm a criminal. Technically speaking, I mean, you can't compare me to no Coney or no Edie. I mean, what's the difference? It's all the same thing according to God, but that's a lie. Pedophile was much worse than a rider. Thoughts from Andromeda. Don't be mad at me. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm talking thoughts from Andromeda.
My cousin Derek, my homie E.
I'm just speaking my mind. And I'm tired of feeling like I'm not good enough to stand next to these niggas and rap like I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you come right here.
These niggas is liars, compliments to throw on that fire. These gas power cowards in desperate need of food because they nothing more than used to amuse the higher power. Gotta climb up on that pole to get these power lines.
Don't be that close to this, man.
What was you saying, Brian?
Alright, so we were in class. This is high school, I think 11th grade. 10th, 11th grade. And there's these two, we're doing like a lab or something, and then there's these two guys talking, two white guys, and one of them says Polak, which, is, a term for Polish people. And no, not Polak. And he said it, and she was like, "Hey, don't say that." He's like, "Yeah, that's okay. I'm Polish." And she's like, "Well, it's still not okay. That's like me calling Brandon a nigga."
What the fuck?
She's not black. I have nothing to do with this.
That shouldn't even have nothing to do with
You
you.
right.
You get shot.
I know,
Right.
No, she did that shit on purpose. And she
Yeah, she
definitely
did.
wanted to.
And I went to an all-white school, so as soon as she says that, literally everybody's like, like, what the fuck you gonna do, Brandon? Like, I was so thrown back. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Because how am I getting?
She been wanting to say that shit for so long.
Are you fucking
I
serious?
swear to God.
Man, she smacked that shit.
She was looking for a reason to fucking say that shit.
She been waiting to pull that trigger, bro. She been waiting.
Don't say that. That was like me calling Brandon a nigger. Like, whoa. I didn't even have shit to do with that.
Exactly.
I'm doing on my lab, man. What the fuck is this?
He's sitting there right in the
I'm trying
recording.
to mix these chemicals, B. What the fuck? I was chilling.
That nigga dropped so much uranium. Like,
That's uranium.
High school though.
Right,
Yellow cake, nigga.
In high school.
Yeah.
No, you a fucking fool, dog. Yeah, so what did you say, though?
I didn't know what to say.
I don't neither.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe if I was in my high school, if it was majority, what I'm saying, white or whatever, but I don't know what I would have said, man. That's definitely the Mr. Krabs.
She didn't say N-word. She said,
Just like that.
Stop, dog.
dog, what the fuck? Where did that picture come from, dog? Hell no.
That shit is classic. That's a classic meme, B. For real. That shit
What
is
happened afterwards, like?
Honestly, I really don't remember.
Fuck
I know everyone turned around, she said some other shit, kind of like half-assed and apologizing. I don't remember what ended up happening, but I do know I passed the class and I ain't do shit. So
Right.
She knew that
That's
was.
not a fair trade-off.
It's not. It's not.
Fair trade-off.
But that's such a microcosm of what the fuck happens. Like call you a nigger, and then push you along and help you out afterwards. Shit. No,
Like, oh shit, I fucked up.
you have to make up for this.
Yeah.
Man, that's terrible, man. Was she old? Like,
Yeah.
She thought that shit was
That says a
still
lot.
okay.
That says everything right there.
She thought that shit was still alright.
I know my old
She was
high
on-
school.
It was on Paula Dean kick. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit came out of nowhere. Like, it's absolutely nothing.
Were you even the one to say Polak? No,
I was on the other side of the room. I was actually working, and they were just talking. I don't even know what the conversation was. I just heard her say, "Hey, don't say that," and he says, "All right, I'm Polish." And then that's like me calling Brandon a nigga. Like that's
Not the same.
Where's the on ramp? Where's the on ramp?
Not the same.
That's definitely not the same when you
Yeah.
think about it.
and the fact that she pointed me out.
She was waiting all year to
Like,
use that reference.
Oh,
though.
like,
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 That's-
all her
She was
And she
just
said
hoping
that's like-
hoping
That's
something
what her
happened.
obituary. You
Somebody
know?
walking.
She left around 4
Like-
grandkids, and she got to call a black person a nigga in front of people.
Somebody walk in with
And
like, "Hey, you
survive.
want some crackers?" Like that's like calling. It's like calling Brandon a nigger. Can't say that.
Like if she would have
He
said
got his
something
goggles
like,
on and everything. Like, the fuck?
if she would have said like that would be like the same. I feel the same way if Brandon said nigga or something like that.
Right.
That's still
But
fucked
still-
up.
Yeah,
but,
that
you know,
makes sense. Okay.
But she said
But
no.
it's still
That's like
fucked up.
calling me. That's like me calling Brandon a nigga. Makes no sense. That's it's not. It's
You missing
absolutely
about
not.
you missing about
not the
400 years of oppression behind that too.
Yeah.
It ain't the same. Mm-mm. This came up because I was saying my boss at work definitely said nigger last week.
your boss.
Yeah,
Your wife.
and your boss too, nigga. Yeah,
Who?
not
who?
Mike, but
Okay,
my
alright.
Oh, you
boss
work
on
there?
my shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He definitely said nigger.
Are you serious? Like he said, it's just like casual. How was it said? Just this is important. How was it
He
said?
told me to turn off the music, and I was like, "What did you hear that was so bad?" And he was like, "I heard nigger, I heard the N word." He was like, "I heard."
Wait. So he said it twice.
He said it
Wait,
twice.
no, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. He said it once.
He said it twice like he was trying to clean it up, but it's too late, nigga. It's already out.
Spill milk, dog. They get that bitch back
First of
in.
all,
Blood definitely
First of
going
all,
I mean, the N-word.
You trying to hold it in like fuck.
hey, sir. First of all, I doubt that you heard nigger.
Right, in
Nigger
any of the songs
on
that
the
I'm
radio
playing.
or anything that I'm playing, bro.
Yeah, that shit had me heated, though. I mean, he was saying it as a reference, so it wasn't like he directed it at me, but it was just the fact that he just smooth said it. Like, you can't do that. And then this is the same motherfucker that tried to be cool and say, you know, I grew up in Detroit, and he keeps throwing that out there. I grew up in Detroit. And, like, that's supposed to be his past. But I'm like, I don't really give a fuck where you grew up.
How old is he?
He's 50.
Different Detroit.
No, but they think that matters. Though.
Exactly. Whole different Detroit.
They definitely think that matters though. Like because I've definitely heard. I used to work at Home Depot. There was this one manager there, and he used to always throw that out there. Like, yeah, you know, I grew up in the city. I grew up in the city. Like, why you
city.
keep saying that? And it's like
As
you didn't
deep
grow
as
up.
it is,
You didn't right,
it
nigga. I
don't
grew up
matter.
in the Brewster Projects, nigga. You didn't grow up in the projects. You just grew up in the city. You was probably around like suburbia on
That
the
nigga
outside of
lived
the
on
city.
8
Right.
Mile.
Yeah, nigga, you was on 8 Mile, nigga. I was in the hood. Like
Right.
gunshots, nigga. Like people dying, niggas dying. You wasn't there, bruh. But
And even
I mean,
if you was there, your ass was probably sheltered. You
you
wasn't
still-
in the mix.
definitely
wasn't-
sheltered. His name is Bill. Like,
If you
come on,
wasn't
bro.
there,
You know you sheltered.
You would know better.
Right.
Just say shit like that.
Because you didn't just say shit like that. You keep throwing this out there like, yeah, I grew up in
But
Detroit.
no, that was like when you was on the phone with Kyrie.
What? Oh, his girl.
Yeah, same instance. Like same instance.
So yeah, I was on the phone with my little cousin. Well, we was actually on PlayStation. We was playing Destiny, right? And his girlfriend is white. She's from Chicago, and she hops on. We just playing. You know, we have been playing for like an hour, and then she was talking about some text messages between her and her father, and she was like, "My dad just called me a nigger." And I was just playing like, whoa, and the Mr. Crab thing happened to me in the middle of my bedroom and shit. Like PS4s.
Why you playing Oryx and shit?
Right, and I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, why would you just say that? Like, you know I'm black. You can tell I'm black on this motherfucking mic. And then my cousin, I just kind of didn't like the way he reacted either, you know what I'm saying? And I asked him about it afterwards, like, you know, how did that make you feel? He was like, I don't really care. I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess, but like, she definitely shouldn't have said that. Because I guess her and her father were joking on text message and he said something nigga.
It just goes to show you that people joke around like that. They probably do that shit every day. That's like the norm for them. Ain't no big difference. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big deal to them. It's like, it's definitely a big deal, homie. Like, you don't get a pass ever to say some shit like that. Ever.
And, you know, and that's the thing. Like, the word don't even hurt me. It's just like, nah, bitch, you need to stay behind that line.
Yeah, stay on the other side where you
You
belong.
know it's not what they supposed to say because they always sound awkward saying it. Like, it don't
Exactly.
ever come off clean, man. That shit always dribble. Like, every time. Like, ain't never been a clean dribble in saying it ever. Like, just imagine you just watching Eminem just say it. Like, that's balling about. Like, fuck was that, dog? Like,
That's even when Tom Hanks' son did it. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
And he was trying to justify it, like, yeah, no one can tell me what I can say. You know, I have black friends. And then when he was in the video saying, he was like, I don't want to justify my use of the word nigga. And it was just so unnatural. Like, you don't feel right saying it. And you gonna fight that hard. Like, why do y'all want to say it so bad? Why?
Because they use it at the crib and they tired of using it for practice. They want to use it for the game.
They tired of using that shit online, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
They tired of using that shit online.
Exactly.
They want to use it in real life.
No, nigga. I was playing Madden, killing this. I don't have my mic on or nothing. My name screams no black person at all. It's chosen few. You know what I'm saying? So I'm killing them. And so I get a message on my screen playing that nigger ball. Fucking nigger football.
What does that even mean?
Oh, goddamn.
Calvin Johnson.
That's why. Hey, that's why right there.
why.
Playing that nigger football. Like nigger football look different than regular football.
You didn't pick Tom Brady, nigga.
I still got that shit on my phone, though. I could not believe, like, how much. With no mic, though. How do you even know, man? Like, this is crazy, dog.
It's the way you
He
play.
don't know.
It's the way you play.
Yeah.
I've seen little kids. I remember when we used to play, man. We used to play games. We used to play Call of Duty.
Dog,
You always get a little 13-year-old white boy to just call
Always.
everybody a nigga.
Always. Fucking.
Cheap bag, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I sent it to y'all.
Yeah, he said that's it.
Let's
Yeah.
do this thing. Oh yeah, the first.
Oh, there you go, dog. This shit is crazy, man.
Yep, that's
Exactly
it.
how it is, dog. That's exactly how it is.
Hell yeah, dog. Just press play, dog.
What the fuck? Respect.
Ghetto nigga ball, dog. Ghetto
Hey,
nigga
you gotta
ball.
send me that video, dog.
Ghetto nigga ball.
I'll show niggas in a minute, but dog,
Ghetto
his
nigga
name
ball.
was Chillin' 07.
Oh, what the fuck?
That shit was, man.
Dog.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, that being online, we definitely saw that a lot. You whooping somebody ass, they'd be mad as
Oh,
hell.
man, we would be blowing teams out and they would come in with that.
I
Fucking
wonder,
niggers.
like when it's the kids, man, what do the fuck they parents do?
The same shit.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
though.
The
Like,
same shit. Like, that's where they
imagine
get
you
it from.
cussing in your room and your mom come in. You know what? She unwrapping shit early. Like, man, Brad's not playing this game no more. But they parents just letting them.
They peek in.
Dog, that's
Oh, he's
fine.
okay. Close the
I
door.
saw one, and there was this guy, like, he showed his inbox, and he said, like, the subject was like, fuck you, nigga. Then the next message was that my mom heard me, and she wouldn't even send you a letter.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Fucking right.
Instant karma. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
But no, that's exactly, the parents do the same thing, man. Like, the first time, I'll never forget, You know how you see a video somewhere, you see a little skit or something of a white kid cussing their parents out or whatever, you thinking like, man, no, that's not real life. Like, you know, I can never get away with that shit. I die. But like, no, I'll never forget the first time I actually saw it. It was in a store, man, and this kid was just wilding out in the store, just fucking wilding out. Mom was like, come on. He's like, fucking no. I sat down. I'm just staring and shocking and all like, is this really going down? It's just like, this kid's still breathing. Like, he actually about to go home and probably play some, like, Super NES or something. And get ice cream. Like, how the fuck is this real life? Yeah. Different culture, man. Different culture entirely.
It is, man.
Definitely seen that shit before.
He said I would die. Yes.
Yes. I would die.
Most definitely.
Since you're here now, we can get into this Captain America, dog. Oh, let's get it.
Hey,
did everybody see it?
Ironic, too, that we talking about Captain America, and Captain America was fighting the Black Panther in the movie. I'm like, so symbolic, man. Fuck him over. Anyway,
400 years.
Every time you punch, 400 years.
I got more money, and I'm smart.
Yep.
But yeah, man, we all saw it, right? Everybody saw
You
it.
saw it, right?
What's the unanimous decision, man?
Shit was dope.
Dope, hard?
Best movie, best superhero movie I've seen in a while, besides Deadpool.
Well, okay, what do you think you like better? Deadpool or that?
Deadpool.
What you think?
It's all cold. So it was a dope movie. I had my reservations about it at first, especially looking at all the still images of like coming from a comic book standpoint, you know, like looking at everybody that was supposed to be involved in this war.
And it
I
was
was looking at it, it was like
six
six niggas fighting. I was like,
right.
No sugar at all.
I'm looking around like, where's the rest of the niggas? Like, is this it? But nah, man, Marvel did a fucking excellent job with this movie.
It shouldn't have been called Civil War though.
No,
that shit was,
nah,
should have called Family Feud.
Family Feud.
That shit was
Family Feud.
And that should have been the plot.
I agree with that. It should not have been called. It should have been a prelude, maybe a prelude to an actual Civil War movie. But to call it Civil War,
but they can't be able to do that, man. That's too many actors.
Nah,
Too
they
many
not
actors.
gonna
Too many
characters to establish.
Too many contractual agreements and all that shit.
Yeah, sir.
Or unless they want to take a pay cut and just.
Which they not gonna do.
They not gonna do it.
Shit, I think Robert Downey would do something.
Oh,
like
Robert
that.
Downey would, but you got other cats that I don't think.
You got all the
I
motherfuckers.
I
You got
probably
Don
think
Cheadle
the entire main cast would probably do it.
Don Cheadle and Robert Downey in one movie. That right there.
Yeah.
That right there is
the
a
culture, man.
Which I must say, I wanted. I don't know whoever it was that decided to cast Don Cheadle instead of Terrence Howard, but great job. We appreciate you.
Thank
We love
you.
That's
for that.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard's fault, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that was his fault. Then they got himself fired. Never mind.
Because he wanted more money.
Yeah, he wanted more
I'm
money.
glad he did.
You didn't deserve more money.
Lucius,
You deserve less money on the second
do
movie.
you imagine Lucius lying?
Stop,
man?
dog.
That
Stop
was
it.
So heated, like, I just got done seeing
Now you War Machine, my nigga. I
want to see that shit, man.
Tony, where you at, boy?
Called that nigga the gay in the gayest manner he could. But no, the movie was dope, man. It was super dope. A lot of little subtle things that I noticed in there that was done really well. Black Panther, dog.
I was reading an article. I sent this to y'all. I don't know if y'all read it, but they were saying how this is the blackest movie Marvel has ever done, the blackest superhero movie. And think about it, the three black characters, they had big roles. They were
Big
War
roles.
Machine was just as big as Iron Man.
Yeah.
What's the Falcon?
Falcon.
He was, you know,
He had a lot of screen time.
He had I was thinking
Clarence.
the same thing. Like,
Clarence had a lot of screen time.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking
that's
the
you,
same
bro.
Clarence had a lot of screen time, B.
Yeah,
He had
I
a lot
noticed
of
that
screen
too.
time.
I'm like, they really pushing this cat.
Yeah.
And you know, Black Panther, he did his thing. He's getting his own show or movie, and
You just said today
it's gonna be 90% Africans or African Americans.
Yeah, I just saw that.
cast.
I just saw that yesterday.
It's gonna have.
So no light
You know Ryan Coogler doing. He wasn't gonna let
no
that
light
shit
skin.
slide.
no light skin niggas.
No honorary light skin.
Damn, well, fuck
So
it.
we out.
Y'all had to
Y'all
This
can't
is y'all time.
do what y'all gotta do. I miss him. I miss that nigga said we ain't gonna Meek Mill the situation. Yeah, y'all handle your business. We'll sit back.
Michael B. Jordan's gonna be in it, and
As who though?
Warmonger.
no,
Warmonger.
Oh, it's already.
He said they said a villain.
Oh, so it's gotta
So
be.
that's one of his villains.
Okay.
One of his, but he only been around since back then. He's only been around since like 1960. He don't really have a rogues gallery like that. Anytime you ever seen him, he's been with the Avengers.
Yep.
So you never really. I mean, what the fuck? He's a reclusive king.
Well, that's
You know?
I mean, while we're on the subject of black, white, or whatever, I think because he's a black character, his character in comics hasn't really been picked up like that as far as fans go. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's that interested.
But he's
Really,
such a
but
beast,
us,
dog. He is.
But man,
I mean, now that you see that he a beast, I see his fan base growing though, man.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
when we was reading the Civil War comics, you saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was reading through those books. That motherfucker is a problem.
I mean, motherfuckers are starting to get ridiculous sort of. And now, like, I saw some shit online the other day. Like, I remember this comic book group, and people were saying some ridiculous shit. Like, oh, Black Panther can fucking beat Wolverine. He can fucking, like, chill.
I think we in the same group.
Hold
bro.
on.
I think
You
we in the
already-
same.
are
I think
we?
we are in the same
I'm
group.
like, calm down,
Yeah.
bro. Hey, he's sweet, but he ain't that sweet.
He just came out. You know what I'm saying? Let him marinate for a minute. Man. Y'all doing the Kendrick Lamar today.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I hope they get. I hope. I don't. You know. I bet the chances are slim, but I hope they can get. Is it Fox to let them have Storm though for one movie?
it's not gonna happen.
Fox is
They're
petty,
not
man.
gonna be able to do it.
I hope
It's not gonna happen.
They fucked around and
No.
let us have it. Oh no, that was Sony. I'm sorry. They let us have.
No, Sony,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Don't
not gonna be able to do it.
Fox and Disney have like bad blood.
They do. I was watching a YouTube video of that.
Really?
Saying how they got bad blood.
Well,
Fox is too
that's
petty,
right.
man. They're not trying to make no real money for real.
Like think of Civil War. Hank Pym was. I mean, Hank Pym was in, but what's his name was supposed to be in it? Reed Richards was supposed to be in it. He wasn't
Hank
in
Pym
it.
wasn't there.
Yes, in the Civil War comics, he's supposed
Oh,
to
in
be
the comic books, yeah,
in
he's
Civil
supposed to
War.
be, but he wasn't in the movie.
Reed Richards supposed to be there.
Reed Richards.
Reed
He's
Richards
like,
had
hey,
a
We need the whole
major
Illuminati. We need Doctor Strange.
Xavier was there too.
We need Namor was supposed to be there.
Yep.
That's part of the problem with the movie. So it's kind of like it's hard when you're trying to judge it because you want to be like, well, it's easy as a comic book fan to be like, well, they didn't have X, Y, Z, but at the same time, you gotta look at everything like you saying. You gotta look at everything behind it. Like if studios can't come together, if they got licensing issues, which there are,
Yep.
we know certain characters are locked up or on lock. They can't, use them. Can't even say the name. I don't even think they can say the name mutant.
They can't
No,
say
they
mutant.
can't
They
say
can't
the
even use
word
the term.
mutant at all.
Fox owns it.
Right, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking.
why-
How does a
That's why
studio
they
own?
were coming out with the movie Inhuman.
But they canceled that.
Yeah, they canceled it.
Canceled that. It's off the
timeline?
Yeah, the timeline. Yep, they took it off.
Well, I just was talking. Calvin came up here yesterday. We was chilling for like 5-6 hours. He was talking to me about the rights and the way they work. Now, what I thought was the way normally it works is it's a lease and it's timed, but it don't work that way. What he was explaining to me was, as long as they're using it, they'll never get it back.
That's why they made the Fantastic Four movie.
That's why they keep making it.
because they was about to
They was about to
the
run
lease
out.
is about to lapse.
But that's why they fucked up and they lost Daredevil, because they didn't, after Ben Affleck, they didn't use Daredevil for 7 years, and they lost him. Fox, I believe it was Fox, and they lost Daredevil. So now Marvel has Daredevil back, and they're doing him better than they did. You know what I'm saying? But we really can't hope to get X-Men or anybody from the Fox universe.
they making movies in 15 years
Maybe
now.
after Wolverine, he leave. Can't think of his name right now.
I mean,
Hugh
but you know,
Jackman?
Yeah.
they're not gonna let Wolverine go because he's such a popular character.
He
No.
says if he's gone, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone though.
No, but I'm saying they just gonna cast somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely cast somebody
So
else.
they're gonna keep Fox is gonna keep
which is
renewing
gonna be a
this.
mistake.
And like you said, that's why they made a Fantastic Four, which is so whack because You're not even creating to create.
Stop
You're
making
creating
Fantastic
because
Four
of
movies.
time.
Just hang on to an asset.
Stop making Fantastic Four movies. I just want to say that. Just no more.
Unless you're gonna do that shit right.
Unless
There's-
it should that movie should be cold, man.
It should be filled with what the real Fantastic Four is filled with, which is a lot of fucking turmoil and other shit that's really going on. Like Reed Richards is a fucking genius. Like that nigga's intellect level is like
He's a world-renowned scientist.
Genius level intellect,
yes,
yeah.
yes. But like
That's-
the way these movies are coming off is just like, oh, let's just show some cool shit with Johnny and it's like let's have him fly around on the flames and shit and then call him the rap. Like what the fuck? Can we get to like what the basis? And I actually hate the Fantastic Four. Like I don't like none of them niggas really. I mean, but I respect Reed because you gotta respect him because he's Reed
Reed
Richards.
is a beast to me.
But as a franchise,
Sue Storm is a beast.
yeah, she a beast. Like they have beast character. Like they're two like top tier fucking
Yes.
like
Mutants.
Can
we say it? Can we
Can we
that?
say mutants? Like I was questioning myself. Like can I say it? But I mean, as a franchise, they just always seem. I'm just never been a fan.
You think maybe because their movies haven't really been done right?
That's the reason why.
That's a lot of reason why. But I mean, I knew about the Fantastic Four, of course, before the movies.
Yeah.
I just never really liked any of their characters like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the movies definitely have not done them justice.
I didn't like them until we read the Civil War books or whatever. I don't know if you can call those Civil War books, but all the ones we had.
Yeah.
And there was a Fantastic Four book in that pile. And I was like, man, these motherfuckers really kind of dope. And that's where I saw just how brilliant Reed Richards is made to be and how dope how powerful she is. She ain't no hoe.
Yeah.
She can fuck some shit up.
her abilities now are fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
They kind of gave her almost kind of gave her like the Flash treatment and made her overpowered and shit. But everybody else, Johnny's alright.
Can we talk about this new Spider-Man, man? Can we talk about Tom Holland?
What's
Tom?
that?
I got love.
Tom Holland. I got love for that. Yes, I got love for that little nigga, dog. He
talks
did
a lot like regular Spider-Man. A lot of jokes.
Charismatic.
the same shit that you would expect. And at first, everybody was like, "Oh, gotta be like a fucking Spider-Man, no way!" But I started watching little videos of this kid, man. This kid was in his fucking backyard doing backflips and shit, trying to get the flips and everything right, just like Spider-Man. Like, if anybody's put in that kind of time and dedication to a role, at least give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? But my man pulled it off. Spider-Man was fucking dope.
He's too young.
You think he's too young?
He's too
I
young.
don't think he's too young.
He's too young.
I don't think so.
Is a high school graduate?
I know,
He's
but
a kid.
He's too young.
You think he's too young?
Every
for the movie?
time I've ever seen him in a comic book or in
Show.
he's always been older. I ain't saying got to be 30 or 40,
You
but
saying
sure.
just like on the brink of like
Yeah, he's
of
a
maturity.
little too young. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit too young.
Okay,
But I will give. I'm not gonna say that he's not good. I like the character.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting. I can't wait for his movie.
in the Civil War books, what age was he? Was he grown
I
at
don't
the
remember.
time?
No, he was young. I don't think they established whether or not what his age was. I know he was young to the point to where he wasn't sure of himself as far as like a superhero goes. That's why I think it was easy. He was easily swayed to both sides. In the comic books, he started off on Iron Man's side. He wanted him to his side, but of course after shit got fucked up, he eventually went to Cap's side.
What happened to the suit? They didn't do that in the movie either.
I was wondering. I knew they weren't gonna do the suit because I felt like it would have been like too much to all throw in there. Even though it would have been kind of like a perfect parlay if he would have said, "Hey, I got a suit for you." That would work out.
Because he did go see him.
Yeah, he did go see him, and I think I knew he was gonna give him a suit, but I'm like, why not just give him the
suit.
He gave him his normal. Yeah.
Yeah, because Spider-Man was supposed to have, I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like,
supposed to have tentacles.
It was supposed to have the
legs
things.
and all that. Yeah.
it was supposed to be a real spider suit.
Yeah, extra sensory capabilities.
He
and
had
that bitch
explosives and
everything.
shit too, or something like that.
The suit was crazy. The
Yeah.
suit was fucking crazy.
Like,
Some
ain't
shit
they
that he
gonna
really
have
didn't
part two of
need.
this shit, or
It's
Civil War?
gotta
No,
be.
Two more.
no, it's not. It's Infinity War.
Yeah.
That this is when Thanos comes.
Because that's what I was
Is that
just
the
about
next
to-
phase?
Yeah.
That's what they're building
Too
up
soon.
towards.
How was it too soon? Should they have been 10
soon.
years to
But
do
you see,
this?
no, but you
You
They're
wanted.
too soon in the continuum of the movies.
Of
I
the-
mean,
of
There-
those.
to me, there hasn't been enough.
But no, that one ain't coming out to the 20.
Oh,
2019.
Yeah.
2019.
but okay, but what are you gonna do in the meantime? another Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
They still
they're gonna do it. They're actually gonna do it.
Okay. But see, they still haven't shown 2 stones yet either.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
they must assume that Thanos got those 2 already.
No, they're going to show all that because I was looking at some on Facebook, a credible source.
Okay.
Everything ain't real, but that
Yeah.
but now they show like the movie lineup and where they going on the timeline. And they was like, because they said what you said. He haven't got the other 2 stones, but they got all these other movies lined up. Like they was talking about how a couple Marvel movies got canned. So they might replace that with something else, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So
You know, Doctor Strange probably might touch on that. And you know,
that's gonna be so good. That's gonna be so good.
You know they're gonna touch on the bigger characters probably.
I know, but like after this point, the only big stories that remain are Ragnarok and Infinity War. That's the only 2 stories that are left.
I want a World War Hulk movie, dog.
They missed an opportunity. If you didn't have the Illuminati send Hulk away, you missed an opportunity.
Actually, the last Avengers movie should have been the beginning of World War
Hulk, dog.
That should have been, and I think we said that. I think when we talked about it, we said that should have been the beginning of War because that nigga fucked shit up.
So we gotta get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Like after that, it should have been a meeting.
They
missed their opportunity.
They fucked it up. I mean, they might be able to finagle their way back into it. Because where is the Hulk? Where was the explanation?
He's supposed to be in the Thor movie that's coming out.
No, but I'm saying he was asking where was that? So he was hiding out. And
he's supposed to be in Thor?
In the comic book, Thor is what? Isn't he dead?
No, he's just gone.
No. In the comic book.
Because I think Robot Thor was there.
Yeah, Robot Thor was there.
During Civil War?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. But he's not there for a reason.
I wish we could have got.
That's out of his control.
I wish we could have got a Punisher. Shit, they
might. Who had Thor? Didn't Iron Man? Wasn't he using Thor like in the Civil War comics? Who was under control of Robot Thor?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. And didn't Sentry take him out? I forgot who took him out in the comics, but
somebody killed him though.
Yeah, I think it was Sentry.
Yeah, it was. It was Sentry. That's basically Marvel Superman.
Yeah, Marvel Superman.
It's like, but what you gonna say? About Punisher?
Oh, he's coming out with his own series.
Yeah.
I wish
he needs his own.
So that's Marvel. Marvel owns those Netflix series, right?
Yep.
So they need to go ahead and cross them over into the movies, bro. Because
they asked them that, and they said they're not gonna do that.
They said they would with Jessica Jones.
We need her. We need
Daredevil.
We need Punisher. We need Daredevil, and we need Luke Cage to come on over to the movie universe.
If it gets popular enough, so
bruh. Because if we would have had that Daredevil in this movie and that Punisher in this movie, nigga, what?
Oh yeah.
Because they were supposed to be there too. They were supposed to be in the war.
Yeah, Punisher had
Punisher.
He had a moment.
Yeah, a few moments.
Blew somebody's brains out.
Not just somebody. Somebody's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the scene in the sewer when he was going.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, it was like 3 people he killed. Man, come on, dog. That would have been so.
Spider-Man. Trying to kill Spider-Man. Yeah. Pull their braids out.
Spider-Man got fucked up.
Yeah, so, I mean, by Tony Stark.
Can you imagine the next generation's Marvel movies when these become old and ancient? They probably gonna do that shit right
over.
Heaven, man. Like,
yeah, man.
It's some bullshit, dog. Real
shit. Can I go out for a second? I just want to see the movie.
This nigga was in the chat. This nigga was in the chat and sent us a link about. I think you sent us a link about the timeline of what's to come, and you was like, "God, I hope I don't die before." Like, what, nigga? That's the only thing.
Hey, real talk, bro.
You ain't had kids yet. You ain't been married, nigga. You ain't been to Bora Bora or nothing.
Fuck that, dog. I gotta see how this Justice League gonna turn out. Fuck that.
Okay, let's talk about the Justice League. So, what did you think about the movie?
Batman vs Superman?
Yeah, what did you think about it?
It's almost that time.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. It could have been better. I don't think they should have went with that story. I think they should not have gone with that storyline. They should be a public enemies. Be able to flesh out that all their villains, like have them. People hated Superman already, and then they put a bounty on his head, and Batman. The way they came together to fight, that was some bullshit to me.
It was done poorly.
You know,
even just from a movie standpoint, like from a plot device standpoint, like even if you're not a comic book fan per se, you just a fan of movies. Watching that, you'd be like, "This is some bullshit."
It was weak.
Yeah, it was very weak.
I'll say this. Let me kind of apologize to you because when we first went to see it that day, when we went out there and saw it, you know, I was caught in the moment. I was hyped. My blood was pumping. I'm like, called this nigga on the phone, going crazy, right? But what happened was, I saw it a couple more times, and each time I saw it, I kind of like was settling down.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I see where they fucked up. I think I still like the movie, but I think the way that they brought them into a conflict was just so microwave. You know what I'm saying? That shit was not stovetop. That shit was microwave. Like, they didn't think that shit out at all. You had all these years.
The movie made Batman and Superman, which is supposed to be two highly intelligent individuals, look like complete Neanderthals.
Exactly.
It's like, how y'all seriously fell for this? I mean, y'all know what's going. Y'all figured out what's going on, but y'all still don't care.
So cool. So a couple of photos and one explosion, boom, y'all gonna kill each other now.
Like, serious?
It'll make any sense.
Wait, my mom is Martha. Get up, bro. Come on.
That's the thing that brought you back.
I'm like, man, that shit pissed me off. But before that, I was all in. Everything Batman did in the movie to me was great, other than not being such a great detective. Like, the best detective work we saw him do was plug a device into a thing and walk away and then come back and not know where it was.
The thing that I keep wondering about Batman, though,
Where does shit go?
the thing I keep wondering is how they're gonna do his age, because in the movie he looks aged. You know what I'm saying? He's an older Batman, more rugged, been through some shit. But like, how are you gonna match that up with a young, inexperienced Superman? You got all these other movies to flesh out. You got The Flash, you need to flesh out. You got Wonder Woman, you need to flesh out. How are all these movies gonna exist, and you keep Batman like?
Oh, well, because you know, in that storyline when he fights Superman, he's older.
Right.
He's like he's in his 50s.
Right.
But Superman young as hell.
Well, I mean,
And see, in the story, Superman's supposed to be older too.
Yeah, they're around the same age though.
Superman died. I'm gonna take it. He don't age.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
He aged like
Yeah, he aged.
No, but he's
They don't
literally
age at all, dude.
Wait, like clear
Superman don't crack. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and see, look, that would have worked. He said Cicely Tyson. Hell no. But that's what you're saying is, okay, if he didn't age, boom, the actor looks young. All right, we could accept that because he's a god. He's a Kryptonian. He ain't gonna age like we age. All right, but that's why this movie shouldn't have happened now.
Nah.
It should have been another Superman by himself.
It should have been Justice League.
And then,
to me.
No, Justice League, I think, should have came in another 2 movies.
No, dog. When Doomsday comes, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, reference the comic book, it'd be a nerd.
Oh yeah,
in the comic book, he takes down the entire Justice League until he takes them all down, all of them, until he gets to Superman in Metropolis. All of them.
I mean, but what I'm saying though is the reason that we needed another solo Superman movie is because first of all, y'all owe us one because y'all been fucking over Superman since Christopher Reeves quit. Y'all been fucking those movies up. And then we just got a good one, and you gonna fuck around and throw him into a fight with one of our other favorite characters, like
haven't established a character, man. They did not build up Superman.
He hadn't even proved
enough.
himself.
He had one movie. Like,
he
one
definitely
movie. One movie. Like I was still tripping about it. Like he had one movie.
We just
and y'all
saw this
killed
nigga.
him.
We saw him grow up just a minute ago.
Yeah.
We literally saw him be a kid. We saw him leave Krypton. He leaves, come here, grows up, go to school, get bullied, grows up, be a grown man. The movie's over. Then we see him in the next movie fighting Batman. Like there's so,
and then Doomsday, and then there's no Justice League. Where Doomsday,
they don't even know each other
it's
yet.
Like what? The Justice League hasn't even been introduced.
Maybe
they missed the goal.
Remix Doomsday. He was like a Doomer's Day.
No, he's done. Doomer's Day. But they missed a golden opportunity. Did that? Like I said, after he died. Say this is Justice League movie. After he dies, can you imagine the funeral that he would have had instead of just Lois Lane?
Thank you.
Imagine the funeral he would have had with the heroes around. Not just wearing a suit, talking about we need to stick together. No, it's about in their costumes or actually.
And that could have launched a bigger DC universe because all the heroes came out to see his body.
First of all, this is Superman's death. this needs to be major.
And they all
should've been
exactly.
They all would have
They
just
cheapened it. They cheapened it.
Right.
Yes.
Then you imagine they put him in the ground. Everybody walks away, and then you see the dirt come up, and then they pan up to the sky, and here come fucking Darkseid.
That would have been.
See what I'm saying? Or like I said, or they could did Public Enemies. They did that, and then we realized that we got to come together because all these villains around. You know what I'm saying?
Right there,
then that's a Justice League movie. Then that you see it's more
right
ways
there,
that this could have been organic. It could happen organically.
And that is the difference between Marvel Studios and what DC is doing right now. The Marvel has taken their time with these characters, man. These characters are fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man has had his
3
own set of
movies.
movies. Captain America had 2 other movies.
Thor had 2.
Actually, if you include Avengers, that was, 3?
Right.
Thor
Hawk
has
even
had his
has
own
a
movies.
few movies. I mean, even though they were different actors, and then we saw him in Avengers. We saw him in a lot of stuff.
They took their time, man, and it shows. But that shit was rushed. The entire movie felt rushed. I liked the movie because
now
there's
that I'm
something.
hearing shit about, because I know nothing about the DC comics,
Yeah,
or nothing,
me
so
either.
I'm like, damn, son, that shit sound trash.
Oh, it was trash.
It could have been way better.
could've been way
It could have.
better.
That movie, dog. That movie alone should have been. Them 2 alone should have blew past anything
That Marvel.
what Marvel could do.
Yep.
Anything like that movie
That's-
should have. Just their powers alone. And sorry, one last thing too. They gotta stop making Superman a bitch. This shit gotta stop.
Thank you.
This shit gotta stop. This like nigga, you are the most powerful being in the universe.
First of all, I'm a god.
Stop.
I'm a god. Let's not
Thank you.
Let's not get it twisted. I'm a fucking god. At the end of the day, anything you got is not gonna trump me being a god, living
Thank you,
here
dog.
on this earth. His abilities are so fucking ridiculous in the comics. We never really see. Why has he still not used his coke breath in the movies? I'm just wondering. That's one of his abilities. Why has he not used it yet?
Why?
I mean, and it's so. In the movie, they try to showcase his power against Batman when he kind of thumped him and he flew across.
He pulled a fucking
across
boat.
the room.
Or
pulled a fucking
or
boat.
a space shuttle. Or
right.
yeah, but it's just the writers. The writers mess it up all the time.
Yes.
Like for instance, give you a good example. He heard Lois in Africa, but didn't hear his mama across the way.
Right. Yep.
Like,
He
come
was
on, guys.
he was the,
Listen to Meek Mill, man.
that's exactly what it is, dog. And then another thing, in the comic book, Superman just didn't get his ass whooped by Doomsday like that.
Oh no.
Like that was
This
it
was
was
a
an
knockdown.
actual fight. Like he just didn't whoop his
Like
ass
J.R.
like
Smith
that.
would say, this dude was a slobber knocker.
Yeah,
It
dog,
was
like,
a big fucking deal.
this don't make any sense. Cold breath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he used this man powers. Like he's not weak. There's a reason why he is the leader of the Justice League. There is a reason why.
Yep. And it's not being showcased.
It's not, dog.
His power was not showcased in the movie. Batman's intellect was not showcased in the movie at all.
And that's really what makes him special.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
why
that's
he's
his-
fucking Batman.
That's his trump card over everybody. It's his intellect.
I keep saying that Batman is what is to DC what Iron Man is to Marvel. Like
Yep.
these are 2 iconic characters who are known for using their mental prowess to overcome their foes. In the movie, Batman was reduced to some nigga that was just mad because
Everybody asked though.
His
because
parents dead
his
and
parents
Superman.
is dead and the world got fucked up.
He was jealous. It sort of seemed like he was more jealous of Superman than anything.
It
Like,
did. That's where it
Yeah,
came off.
you're
That's
right.
where they wrote it. It
Like,
did.
who is this strong motherfucker coming and just doing shit?
All of a sudden,
my house.
You're not right.
it was just me
You're
and
not a
Alf.
god.
my goddamn house.
Like you're not a god. You're not a god. You ain't better than man. Like this nigga stop the world from being flattened, and you worried about what the fuck? Like these niggas was getting flattened
And that's
by
why
a world
after-
engine. You just gonna this.
That's
what
why
the fuck?
after the movie, I was like,
This don't make any sense, dog.
yeah, they couldn't come together and have a conversation first. Like Superman,
They
two
did.
heroes.
Remember they did.
That
Bruce, I
that
need
terrible
your
ass
help.
yeah, that terrible
And
ass.
then, hey, I need your
worth.
help. The fuck? What the hell? What
No.
the? I just ask you for help and I flick you across the street. That make no sense. I make that, and then he like, and then he flies in the air. What the fuck has happened? You just told Lois I need him to ask for help.
I need to convince him.
I need to convince him, and then now we want to brink of death.
You seen it? Oh, okay.
Now you want to brink of death, and now you want to ask for. Man, just that movie could have been. Dog, that movie should have been better than. Should have did more money than fucking Avatar.
Yep.
And they fucked it up.
Example of things done wrong, sir. Example of things done wrong. Civil War. Example of things done right.
But I got a problem with Civil War too, though. Just not beside the people. Like, I think they fought. Like, they have a formula that works, but like this is not. Everything was predictable in that movie. I mean, even me knowing the comic book, I can know. They're not really taking any kind of risk. They just,
oh no, they're not.
You know,
I wanted somebody to die. That's what I
wanted.
wanted.
Get paralyzed, but they ain't gonna die.
Somebody about to die. They about to start dying. I mean, especially
they better start dying.
I mean, they better, especially in Infinity War. They about to be dropping like flies.
I thought somebody was gonna die at the end of that fight.
Game of Thrones, man.
It's about to turn to that. I mean, they couldn't.
They couldn't.
They didn't have the heart to.
For one, you haven't introduced enough characters.
They haven't.
Right.
You haven't introduced enough characters for their deaths to actually mean anything. On
Shit, they could have killed War Machine though.
Definitely
He could have died right there, but he didn't.
I mean, they have killed somebody though.
Man,
Who?
they'd have killed
Quicksilver.
War Machine. Black Facebook would have been so terrible.
Hey, I feel the same. You
Shit,
say what?
We got two Quicksilvers out in this motherfucker.
We don't know who
and
was
the other Quicksilver was better.
Right.
So
definitely.
This Pietro that we got with this one,
That nigga sacrificed himself.
Like you fast enough to go pick the person up and move out the way, but you just waiting. Oh, I'm dead. Nah, I'm shot.
That was terrible.
Man, yeah, I wanted them to have the balls to go ahead and end somebody's life in that movie. That was the only, but that's the thing. They're just not as dark as DC. And if you could merge the darkness of DC movies to the accurate, what I'm saying,
depiction of
the characters and shit in the Marvel movies,
Marvel
planning right, the way they flesh everything out, it would be perfect.
Because I mean, looking at it at the movie, even during the fighting scene, it was just kind of like everybody's still kind of like joking. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's kind of like playing around and shit. Nobody's really throwing any hate. Nobody's throwing no haymakers. You know what I'm saying?
And that's not how it was, dog.
That is not how it was.
That's what I was saying to you in the text message. What I was saying was, you saw the fight take off in a sort of playful, like regular rivalry.
You're right.
Like
we still friends.
Like we're trying to,
still friends.
You hit me hard as hell, bro.
like I'm trying to get to Captain America. We have to fight because we disagree, and then they were still helping each other. Black Widow kind of like switched sides and shit. But you saw it get worse and worse through the movie because eventually they wasn't fucking playing, especially Tony.
Oh no,
That nigga lost his motherfucking mind.
At the end, it was a wrap.
And I thought
it was like
that was the first legitimate fight in the entire movie.
first legitimate fight.
I'm sorry. The first one was when Black Panther fought Bucky. That was the first legitimate one.
Yeah.
But as far as one that wanted to kill a nigga, Tony Stark wanted to kill.
Black Panther wanted to
Bucky.
kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, but not like that.
Everybody
though.
wanted to kill Bucky then.
No, but not like that though. Not like that. Like he talking about he said, did you know? That face came down. It was a wrap.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I said to you. Like that shit sent chills to me. Like to see an angry Iron Man. Like it was no stopping that nigga. It was a wrap. They needed two of them. Don't forget.
Captain America beat him 1-on-1.
Captain America is dope. I mean, you know that nigga can fight too. But it was just crazy seeing that nigga get angry and then just lose his mind. Yeah. Like we haven't seen that in 4 or 5 movies with him in it. We saw this motherfucker like you said, that mask came down and it was over. And he did the unibeam and all that shit.
Oh, he unibeamed Buggy's arm off, nigga.
Yeah. Like, and didn't give a fuck.
Fuck your arm.
He wanted to kill him. He was gonna kill him.
Fuck your arm.
Yeah, no. Fuck your arm. Fuck your arm.
And that arm was putting in work throughout the entire movie. So for him to just unibeam that bitch off, I was
Spider-Man.
Like, oh shit.
Except against Spider-Man.
Yeah, except against
And right there, that was another. I thought that was so dope how they show how strong Spider-Man really is.
I mean, because if you think about it, that nigga is God tier. Like
he's a
fucking. You think about his abilities.
Yeah,
you not fucking.
He's really kind of out of that group of superheroes, outside of Vision and outside of
which I don't
and
know why.
Scarlet Witch, like he's really unfuckwittable between
don't-
all of them.
I don't know why Vision was like God Vision. Why has it been explained why he's God Vision yet?
Because of that stone. That's all the reason.
And they're not explaining what the stone is. Is that a shard?
That's
or
the
is that an
knowledge
actual stone.
That's the knowledge one. I
Okay.
think.
So it's the actual stone,
Yes.
not a shard.
So you know what's gonna happen to him.
Yeah, you definitely.
you know what's gonna happen to
He's
him.
getting destroyed.
about-
that
you
Oh,
motherfucker.
most definitely.
Well, he's probably gonna be first.
He might be the first one
He
to
might
go.
be the first
I
one.
like Vision too, man. That's always been one of my favorite
Enjoy him.
characters. Enjoy him. Yeah, that motherfucker on his way out. I mean, they probably
Enjoy
gonna
him,
find
dog.
another way to power him or whatever they gotta do.
It's Disney.
You know,
Everything's gotta be happy.
they gonna find a way to power him.
If they doing Infinity War the right way, dog, no, it's no happy endings.
And the way
I mean,
Scarlet Witch put that motherfucker through those floors,
Oh my god.
yeah.
I was like, God damn.
She
Oh
like,
my
she like the
God.
most the most powerful
She-
Avenger.
yeah, she like
it was
Phoenix,
like yes. I'm watching it. It was like yes, they showcasing her fucking like true ability because like in the comics she is a fucking that deal. And so when she just broke his ass down,
Like,
and I was like, oh my god.
he was doing limbo and shit. Like,
he was like,
I
please
didn't want
stop.
She's
She brought that nigga to his. She brought him back to reality real quick.
Dog.
Brought that nigga to his knees. That was a great
She
thing.
said she sent that nigga to China, dog. Real shit. Real shit. Like damn. But yeah, that movie was good, dog.
That they did a lot of showcasing the people's true ability, the extent of their real power. Even Ant-Man, because that
Ant-Man was
motherfucker,
dope.
you know
That
everything.
nigga cold as shit.
That nigga's a
man.
problem.
You watch his movie, you know that's why I told y'all I didn't want to watch the movie because you thinking everything's just happy-go-lucky, funny. I don't want to watch no comedy. But then you watching it, you really think about what he can do. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker, he took a Thomas the Train toy and turned that motherfucker to
a semi-truck.
a fucking truck.
That shit was awesome. Have you seen?
Yeah,
we
I
watched
saw
it.
it.
No, that shit. I don't know why they go see that in the movie theater. I feel ashamed now. I feel like I had to go buy the DVD to make up for that.
I gotta
For real,
admit,
man.
when I went to see, I wasn't expecting anything great. But as I'm sitting there, I'm like, this movie is like
Really
actually really fucking good.
Yes, though.
They show how he was smart, how he broke the safe and did
Yeah.
all that with the shit with the nitrogen and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't no joke
Both
either.
the fingerprint.
And
But
they
then-
show how that nigga is a problem.
And then
Like,
they
that
show
nigga's
how
a-
Hank Pym is even worse than him because he kind of orchestrated all of that
Yeah.
and
Yep.
just played his ass straight
Yep.
into the safe.
So, but I don't see Ant-Man 2 on their release timeline.
It needs
I don't
to be
either.
It need to be
all day long.
because
They said-
they can go a lot of different ways. Because his daughter is a villain
Yeah.
On the end of it, it said Ant-Man will be back. But
Yeah.
they're probably talking about Avengers.
or Civil War,
Yeah.
but his daughter is a villain. His daughter take up his mama's
Yep.
name, but goes bad. You see
Well,
how she had a little evil spot in the
Who,
movie.
the Wasp?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but that was her mom.
Yeah.
But she had taken her spot. But you saw, remember, she had the father had to calm her down. She was going into that dark place, and she's like, "Hey,
The
stop."
little girl?
No, the girl.
No.
No, the dog.
That's what I thought.
Hank Pym's daughter.
Hank Pym's daughter.
You
Oh.
saw that she was talking to the ants, and he was making the shit dark. He was like, "Hey, stop that shit." She got a little evil spirit. She's a villain. She could be a
Okay.
villain.
She was supposed to be in Civil War. Her character
Man,
was
there's
there.
a ton of people that's
Man, it's about 100 characters should have been in that shit.
There's a
I
ton
mean,
of
but that realistically, that probably can never work. You know what I'm saying? On screen.
Not this time.
It could.
Not for no 2-hour movie.
It takes
Right.
right. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of building. I think it takes more time than they want to put into it right now. But it would take a lot of building.
Use that Netflix shit for, like when y'all just said, use the Netflix shit to filter all these other little characters into the, I guess, big screen movies.
That would be a great idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That would be a great idea to have all these little characters have their own mini little sagas where you actually see. If you see them in the movies or somebody that might not know, but I'm like, oh, who is this nigga? I
And
mean,
then we wouldn't even need so much
I think
fleshing
that's
out in the
what they doing.
movies.
That's what they're trying to do.
I hope
How
that's
does
it
one.
They got 4 planned, and Punisher just got announced, so that's the 5th. Because it's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Johnny Cage.
Luke Cage.
It was
Luke
not
Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Who's the 4th, though?
Punisher, Daredevil.
No, they just announced Punisher, though.
he says another one.
no, that's it.
Yeah, man, I think that's it.
That's it. I think that's it.
Let's see.
But it all started with Daredevil.
I don't think they got to do all that though. I don't think they got to. If they could, it should have been way more than a 5-on-5. It should have been, you know what I'm saying? Like in a comic book, the level of destruction.
It was mayhem.
It was unparalleled. I'm talking about.
Just tell the little picture they posted. Like, I know that shit was.
Man, you got to read those books.
Yeah,
you like comics now. You kind of discovered that you like comic books. Bro. You need to read those Civil War books, bro.
The movie just doesn't do it justice at all.
He got into the Walking Dead comics, and he been reading that shit like crazy. Okay. And I kind of read through it. If you like those Civil War books is gonna blow your motherfucking mind, dog.
When I saw the still image of them fighting at the airport, I already knew what kind of thing it was gonna be. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And it's just like Brandon just said just a minute ago. He was like, it's Disney. At the end of the day, they, we want hearts and smiley faces and shit. But it's like in the comics, like it was a dark fucking time to be a hero.
Characters walking around in Hours of Adventures, regular as hell. Like, what the fuck? Think you just killed somebody?
And like
I'm talking about whole cities getting fucking fucked up.
Like friends are on opposite sides, and they like really going at each other.
At it like ain't no love tap. Like,
they destroyed Manhattan.
Let me throw this
twice
on the record too. What we got? 2 weeks before Apocalypse come out?
Iron Fist is what they were saying.
Iron Fist.
Yes,
okay.
you're right.
Okay.
Yep, Iron Fist.
We got about a week and a half now.
And speaking of that, they said that's not people are not excited about that shit.
I'm ready to.
I ain't been excited for no Marvel movie, X-Men movie. I'm straight on.
First Class was crazy.
First Class is good as hell.
And I think what's the name? Days of Future Past was super good too.
I understand your sentiment, sir. Because with them first 1 through 3 movies, I was like, fuck.
Oh, the first shit. 3? No.
I was like, fuck, and fuck Wolverine too.
Fuck Wolverine
because they fucked up Deadpool. That movie was some bullshit.
Oh my god, we was talking about that.
What?
Deadpool, when they had this nigga with no mouth and all that shit in the movie.
I don't know who the fuck that is. That's Weapon X. I don't know who the fuck that is.
It's Death Lake. Hey man, but look,
Death Lake.
What we need is a cable. We need a real good cable.
It's coming next Deadpool.
Next year.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Deadpool.
They better do them right.
Yeah, cable was my